Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Memorial Stadium in Bloomington, Indiana, home of the Indiana Hoosiers. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Indiana Hoosiers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Hoosiers will get us underway with the opening kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Looking for a crease. It's Hughes. Oh, a lot of space. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
The Ducks come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Moore will throw. He'll take a deep shot here. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He will be throwing
wide open spaces. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
I'm a huge fan of offensive aggressiveness to start a football game. I think the defense is getting settled in. They play up a little bit. They play a little bit more aggressive. They got more emotion, and the offense takes advantage. Nice big play over the top. Stay aggressive, offense.
The pull and throw off the RPO. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big...
Touchdown, Oregon! And they strike first.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Mendoza. Using his feet to buy time. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over from the moment the ball left his hand.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next time.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
That's a third down the offense simply had to have there. You're obviously trailing early in this game. You're trying to generate some momentum. So third down, defense is playing zone. You just got to find the soft spot in coverage, make it easy on your quarterback. Those two guys able to link up.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards, he gets it down to the 20. Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Mendoza. Fakes the grab on the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
And they can't complete the bullet pass on third down.
Good job by this defense, man. They've given up some yards and some plays on this drive, but they didn't lose focus. They stayed dedicated to what they're doing, and a great job on third down, forcing the fourth down here, and hopefully the field goal attempt.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17.
How about the athletic ability by the big fella? You know, you got those big linebackers in there used to taking on fullbacks and offensive linemen the whole game. He understands for passing situations. I'm getting drops. I'm getting deep.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Whittington. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
He wants to take the top off. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
It'll be third and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Moore to the air. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And the Ducks line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They send the tight end in motion. Looking for room. It's Beebe. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Wide open downfield. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Hoosiers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He'll run it again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
They'll try to power their way ahead. Gets it past the marker for a first down, and that's the way we will wrap up the first quarter. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Scanning the field, it's Mendoza. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Going the other way, and he's got room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Gonna run it. It's Hughes. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Second down, he'll throw it. The short hand, it's Hughes. He's down to the 37-yard line, and that's where he goes out of bounds.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Ducks come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Caught close to the marker, it's Whittington. Touchdown Ducks! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
This is a running back who is versatile, and his catching ability really helps this offense out vertically down the field. And you saw it on that play on the wheel route. That wasn't just a screen or a swing. They got him faking going to the flat, turning up the sideline for a touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the tailback. There he goes. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
On the run, still looking. Unleashes one. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
So now it's second and long. Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Lots of running room. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
They executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Loss of 3. Brings up second down.
The Hoosiers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Trying to make magic on the scramble. The stop is made right at the 36-yard line. The defense coming up big on third down.
This is why third down is so difficult for quarterbacks, because the defense substitutes. They put faster guys on the field, and they've got all of their different exotic looks they've been game planning all week for, some things you haven't seen on film yet, and it confuses your offensive line. It confuses you, and you're out here just trying to make plays, trying to do...
Makes the grab. He's got a first down.
Oh, and he finds his slot receiver on that fourth down throw. And I'll tell you, this guy is not the biggest receiver in college football, but he does such a good job working the middle of the field. He's just able to get open and read coverage. Every quarterback loves having a slot receiver like that.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a first and 10. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The play action fake. He'll throw it. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. He can't quite get there on the scramble. Dangerous with his feet, but this defense rises to the occasion and forces a fourth down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is totally ready in this situation, too. Because of the field position with the offense backed up, they know they're going to try and run the ball, buy themselves some real estate, but they ain't having it. Lots of bodies in the box, close to the line of scrimmage, and they generate a TFL.
Fires to the tight end.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
The Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the right. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Quickly complete. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds, a yard short at the 49.
Well, we knew coming into this one the tight end was a big part of this offense, and you've seen it early in this game. They've moved him around. They've thrown it to him in a lot of different ways. Defense is going to have to make some adjustments trying to stop this guy.
Just keep slinging it. Quickly to the tight end. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Another 1st down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
And the Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Moore will throw. Pocket breaking down. He makes the catch. And a confident throw and catch, and they're in the red zone at the 13. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the 1st half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The Ducks had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. They'll run it. It's Whittington. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Oregon! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Snags it quickly on the left. It's a seam wide open. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Looking for space. It's Beebe. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. And the Hoosiers will hustle to the line. To the air, it's Mendoza. Finds the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. The Hoosiers in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
42 Spider.
Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
The The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
Yeah, and I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Moore to the air. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Makes the grab. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that.
Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And he misses. How about that, man? Like, it seems like everything he's thrown so far has worked, especially down here. He's already got 2 touchdown passes against this defense. So, guys, I'm kind of surprised when he misses down here.
This time it's complete. At the 35, he's open. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Shoots it to the left. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got some room to run. He's inside the 40. The 20. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What are you doing in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Back to pass, it's Mendoza. Trying to make magic with his feet. Quarterback gets the first down. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Ducks will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Going to the run to start this second half. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Makes the catch. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down.
We've seen a lot of good hands in the back end of this defense in this game. They've got multiple interceptions. That was not a good example, though. That should have been another one, but they say people.
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
He fires one deep over the middle. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Hoosiers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A low line drive and not his best work. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Looking for a gap. It's Hughes. Runs through a tackle. And he picks up the first down, and he does it. I'm not going to say spin move. That was a pirouette. It was elegant. It was beautiful. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Moore will throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Let's see what they can get going on this drive as they snap it from the 7. They'll run it from the gun. Not much room there. They'll give him 1 to the 9.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Hoosiers will bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. After punting the last time they had it, they ought to be set up for a much better result with this drive.
This offense better be licking their chops. You're not going to start with better field possession than this all game, Dave.
You ain't lying. Forget about the last possession and what we did. You're already in scoring position. Take care of that football. Make sure you get some points.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs, and this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen.
Touchdown, Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Alabama looks like a legit title contender right now, which they kind of do every year, but man, this offense is rolling. They're up by 21 over Virginia. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing. We're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
And the Hoosiers will line up to punt it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. 22 more. Moore to the air. Throws for the tight end. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Very few times can you get a guy that wide open in a game, and when you do, you have to capitalize on it. That QB knows it. Look at him. You could tell he knows he missed a huge opportunity. Not only could he tell, everyone in the stands could see that guy was absolutely wide open.
Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a 1st down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Hughes. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Oregon! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. This guy's putting the Oregon offense on his shoulders, carrying them however you want, on the ground or through the air.
I mean, so fun to watch when you got a guy that can do this. And we've seen it with the Ducks in history, man. They've had some great ones that put their team on their shoulders. If you need me to run it, I'll run it. If you need me to throw it, I can do that too.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd.
Set to advance on the football.
He'll call for the fair catch here. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Mendoza. Snagged out of the air.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a fifth. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
4th down coming up.
The Hoosiers will punt it away on 4th down. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He gets his first one of the day out of there. They used him 3 times in that loss last week. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position.
Will take over 1st and 10.
Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Looking for space, it's Hughes. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Gonna sling it on 2nd down. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack.
When you talk about outstanding pass rush,
Going over the top. He's got it inside the 30. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
You know, there's a lot of communication when it comes to defenses. Like, you have to talk, have to understand if somebody does this, I have to do this. I have to pass off wide receivers. Apparently, the communication was busted.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
At the 9-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
Pace, 27.
Moore will throw. He makes a grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Ducks. And for this receiver, hello, viral.
Hello, viral, and on every platform, everywhere. You're going to see it in top plays. Not 1, not 2, not 3. Just continuing to count the touchdowns. This guy's been balling.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on 1st down. Moves around to clear up the vision. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
This is going to be tough sledding for this quarterback now. You're trailing. You're in the second half. Defense knows you've got to throw it. You're going to have to sit in the pocket under duress and start making throws.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On third and long, he has to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
Makes the tackle really strong, disciplined job, and now we have one period to play.
49, Indiana, 7.
Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down.
Base 27, jump.
They'll run it from the gun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
The Ducks come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Moore to the air. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away, forced the incompletion.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Complete out of the backfield. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a 4th down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target. 4th down, you got to have it. You got to be on the same page, and they were there.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Line getting set on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Moore will throw. Finds his tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal.
On the field goal.
And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes.
He lobs one high down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
I love it. Defense not surprised, right? Like 4 verticals. This is the play when you want to take a shot down the field. They're ready for it. They got the big lead. They know the pass is coming. Really smart defense.
Punt is in the air. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll start this drive at their own 48.
Here we go.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Moore to the air. Throws to the tight end. He's got it. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And under critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. I'm not really sure what the thought process here is other than just trying to troll them by not running the play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. And they'll take a knee. Now facing a 3rd and long. The quarterback takes a knee.
That's a nice job by this defense, getting in the backfield quick. They got in there so fast, anticipating pass on 3rd and long, but they reacted so well to the run, get the tackle for a loss, and now probably going to force the punt here.
And the Ducks will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.